Okay, so welcome to the interview. This is today's interview, which is saying it as it is, a bit of a shameless plug for my coaching program. So, on the show today, we have the legend, the myth, the man, the one and only Mr. Peter Woods.
I don't know about legend or myth, but possibly a man.
If the crowd could go wild right now, they would be going wild. Thank you, Peter, for being here and agreeing to do the interview today. I'm really grateful. Peter, before we start, tell those people that are watching who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Peter Wood. I split my time between two different strands of business. I'm a property investor, so I work with various different people in property investments and the likes. But the other side to my business is I've for a long time been a qualified business coach, working with lots of people in different industries. More and more these people tend to come from property because those are the circles I'm moving in more. But yeah, I do some non-exec directorship work and work with lots of different people in different industries.
Amazing. And so what makes you the kind of person then who, because you had this conversation with somebody, we had an interview yesterday, as a person that is a coach, what makes you a person that wants to be coached? What makes you?
The first thing is I would never trust a coach that isn't coached. If you talk the talk, let's walk the walk. So yes, yeah. I do have a number of different coaches, some in property, some in business, some in mindset, some in life. And they all assist me in different ways, many crossovers between them. But yeah, I feel that as a coach, you really should be coached as well, and practice what you preach.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Now you've had, I know, many different coaches over the years, mentors, etc. What has made, what's been different about the coaching that you've had with me versus other coaching methods that you've been through?
Most of the other coaching has been very much about practical, hands-on things, telling you how you ought to do something, or drawing out of you how you want to do something, how you want to structure your business, how it might be that you go about your business. Your own coaching, Miles, has been much more about my mindset. There's a lot of crossover between business coaching and mindset, but yours is so specifically geared around what my mindset's like, how am I dealing with my issues, am I positive about things, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, and it's not you telling me, it's me actually telling myself. You draw out of me what I know to be the correct answers, but I've often suppressed them, I guess, as we often do. Yeah. In business, you would draw the analogy that you're working in the business and not on it. In your own life coaching, I draw the analogy that you're living your life and not working on it. So maybe you sometimes need to just step back that little bit and consider what you're doing rather than just living your life.
Yeah. Les, motivational speaker Les Brown, has a great description for coaching, which is that the reason you should get a coach is because he says you can't see the whole picture whilst living inside the frame.
Yeah. You can't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much so, indeed.
We talk a lot in our sessions about high performance and about what high performance means as a human being. What's an area that maybe you were not in high performance when we started working together that now you would say you definitely have made some really big improvements on?
I've been working really hard on my own positivity, ensuring that things are going to happen, that I think they're going to happen. I make sure that they're going to happen. So I'm much more positive having worked with you than I was. I'm conscious of my mindset. I've been qualified in neuro-linguistic programming for a long time, and very simple things that I do, I've refocused on, and I've made myself more conscious of them, which has helped me. I'm much more positive now not just in business, but more in how I think about general relationships, how I think about life, how I progress through a day.
Love it. Talking, you touched on there about personal relationships. What's maybe a personal relationship that you've got that maybe the coaching has had a direct or an indirect impact on? What, because we're always talking coaching that, like you just said there, you know, you've often said to me that sometimes you've coached someone that their outcome for initially was to have business coaching with you, and then the next thing you know, you're giving them life coaching because you know there's a human behind the business, right? So what's been maybe a personal relationship, if you're willing to share, that has been positively impacted by the work that we've been doing together?
I suppose the thing that it's really made me think about is that instead of looking at relationships and going, oh, this person does that, or this person does that, and that's something that I find annoying, frustrating, difficult, whatever else it might be, your coaching's turned that round for me, that I actually need to think about it in terms of what do I do? What's my impact on this person, as opposed to how do they impact on me, which I found really useful. That change of thought has worked well in relationships with my wife, with my son, with my siblings, and it's made me reconscious about how I interact with those people, and I now think of that things in a much more positive way, addressing them in a more positive way, and making the consideration of, okay, what's my impact on them rather than how are they impacting on me.
Yeah, got it. Love that. Thank you. We also talk a lot about habits. You know, we talk a lot about habits ultimately lead to a specific outcome that we want, whether they're positive or negative habits. What are some maybe some habits that you had before we started working together that maybe weren't serving you? They were not great habits, and now what are some more positive habits that you've either introduced or reintroduced as a result of the coaching?
One that's very, very simple and straightforward. It wouldn't be unusual for me to sit at this desk for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and never get up and move. And my productivity's gone up because you've refocused me back again. I now use a Pomodoro timer to kind of go, hang on a minute, it's about time you got up, walked around. Or indeed in Miles's coaching sessions, when we get up and have a dance break and re-energize ourselves, that's really helped, because you don't feel that you're in a rut. You feel actually that you're being really positive and constructive, but you wind yourself down, you grind yourself down if you never get up and re-energize. And now I make a point of making sure that I do get up, whether it be a 25-minute work session and a 5-minute change, or whether it be a 50-minute work session and then a 10-minute break, and that's really helped. It's a really simple thing, and it's something I knew about completely, but I'd completely forgotten to do it. Just refocusing like that is some of the things that you've brought out of me, and I do appreciate it for that. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Peter, you're what I perceive to be a high achiever. When we started working together, you had the perception you're a high achiever then, you still have the perception that you're a high achiever for me now. For people that are watching who maybe, as I once was, and maybe you can relate, a high achiever that thought, I don't need any help, I don't need any support. Help and support maybe is maybe weakness. It means I should only go and get help and support if I'm struggling. Whereas you decided to get coaching, and you've got coaching and done thousands of hours of development of self over the years. But to those people that are watching thinking, oh, I don't need a coach, I'm already doing really well, what would you say to those people that really, really stresses to them why, if they're already doing well, coaching is just going to take them to a new level? What would you say to those people?
the most obvious analogy is with a sports person. You can be world champion, you're the best in the world, but those people are going to have a coach. They're going to have somebody that's helping them on their techniques, on their mindset, on how they work through their day. All of those people are going to have a coach. The same is true no matter what business you're in. It should be the same, that you might well be a high achiever already. Are you the number one in the world? Even if you're the number one in the world, you should have a coach. They will assist you. It'll help your mindset. It'll help how you go through your day. It'll make a difference to your performance. It'll make you think about yourself. Yeah, if you think of you as a business, I am my own business. If I spend all my time working in my business and never working on it, I'm not going to be particularly successful. I might do particularly well and make profit, but if I take time out to work on my business, and in this case that's me, then I'm going to be a better person, a better business, and all round succeed more.
Love that. Love that. Last question, Peter, to people that are watching that are thinking about, oh, maybe I should then get a coach. What would you say?
Do it. Stealing straight from a large sports brand, just do it. Because it does make a difference. It helps you all the way through your life, helps you through your day, helps you be more productive. It helps you be happier, helps you with your relationships. It makes you conscious of how you interact with people, how you interact with yourself. There are definite benefits to be gained from being coached, and yes, I've definitely felt the benefit of Miles. I've felt the benefit of your assistance.
Brilliant. Peter Wood, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for being here. You're an absolute legend. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.
Thanks, Peter.